Hey, thanks for joining us. It's Joe here. We have a first look at the new Mytee Dry Upholstery tool. All right, so here she is. Just got it unboxed. The new Mytee Dry Upholstery tool. It looks pretty cool. It feels pretty substantial in your hand, actually. It has a nice rubber grip here on top. Has a turn valve, which you can kind of see through the inside here. Comes down to a spray bar at the end. Everything's clear, so you can see what you're actually extracting. Has a swivel onto their hose, which is kind of cool. And if we flip it over here, you see it's got a metal foot on it. Your solution comes out of these here little jets, and it's got a vacuum slot on each side, so it's forward and reverse cleaning. That's really nice. And like I said, it's got a good weight to it. It doesn't feel like a toy, so that's always a good thing. So that's the head of it. Then, as you can see here, it says it comes with a substantial hose. I believe it's 15 foot. Comes down to this little piece right here, which is maybe a foot to 2 foot, well, maybe about a foot and a half off of where it connects with the Mytee cufflinks. This little fitting has the solution hose coming out of it. The only thing that I don't really like already, and I've noticed when I received mine in the box, it was already unscrewed. They don't put any glue in these hoses. So see, just sitting here, I can turn it, and it falls right out. Let's see here. See, it just falls right out. And it also does that on the other side. So I would definitely recommend using some, good Gorilla Glue or something like that, like I do with all my Mytee cufflinks products anyway, and glue those two pieces on there. That way when you're turning and all that good stuff, it's not going to pop out. Let the actual swivel of the tool do its thing. Another thing, I was checking this out. There's a lot of adapters here. I'm not quite sure if this is a filter in here, but you have a 1/8 MPT going to a 1/4 inch adapter MPT to a double female coupler, and this is a 1/4 inch, into this, which is 1/4 inch both sides, into finally our 1/4 inch hydraulic fitting, or carpet cleaning fitting, as most people call it. I'm going to pull this apart. I want to see if this is an internal filter or not, but if not, this is a whole horrible amount of adapters just to go into here. If this isn't a filter, it should just go from here to here. I don't know if it is a filter. It's a good idea. On my equipment, I don't necessarily need it. I run triple filters anyway. So anyway, we'll just check that out and see what's up with that. Alright, so we got this piece taken off. It was indeed a little filter, which you can see right there. It's a little teeny tiny thing, but it just goes in between here and here. And I pulled out the wrenches to pull this off, and it wasn't even tight in the first place. It was literally finger tight. I just touched it with the wrench and it just started unscrewing right away. So that might be something, if you guys purchase this, you might want to make sure that this is nice and tight, or you may just want to change out this filter to a higher quality one. I know the ones that we use are brass, and they're a lot longer and, a little bit heavier duty. This looks like it might just be like a zinc coated steel. So I'm not sure the durability on it. I'm not going to knock it because we haven't tried it yet, but we'll leave it on here and just kind of see what's up, and then just be prepared to change it if need be. All right, on to the next topic, which is this metal shoe. It seems like a really good idea that we are not actually wearing a plastic part out. The only problem I've seen is it's not flush with the rest of the case. So, I mean, if it kind of looks like a big razor blade you could shave your face with, well, that's kind of how it feels when you run your finger across it. Let me see if I can kind of zoom in and show you the problem here. You can see it's pretty flush right here. However, it is still rough. This portion up here isn't seated all the way against the plastic, so that leaves this extremely sharp metal edge sticking up. So if you were doing something, like a microfiber or something, it would just instantly slice it. Let me see if I can show you, kind of get an angle on this. Can you see how far it's sticking up? It's like, especially down here. See, it's sticking up from the plastic. It's literally a razor blade. It's so sharp. You can see it's sticking up from this other edge too quite a bit. So that's one thing that definitely concerns me, especially when you're cleaning forward and backwards with it. You're rubbing the sharp edge against your upholsteries and textiles. On the back, it seems like it's pretty good match. However, then you have a little plastic lip sticking up. I don't know if you can tell, but the metal's kind of down, the plastic's kind of up. So either way you go, it's pretty sharp. I mean, you can hear that just grabbing onto my finger. Let's see if you can see that. How far it's sticking out. That's sharp enough. I could probably cut a piece of paper with it. So that's definitely a downside. I would definitely be kind of scared about that. We haven't actually used this on any jobs yet. We just got done unpacking it and kind of wanted to show you. There really isn't anything out there on the internet right now showing this tool unboxed and, you know, new, and kind of give you a once around of it. So that was our purpose. Next, we're going to hook it up to the machine. We're going to try to clean something, probably do an old junk chair or something in case this actually does damage the upholstery. I won't have to worry about it too much, but that scares me right there. I'll tell you, that's an issue. So I might want to call Mytee on this and just see if that's kind of the norm, you know. But that's where we're at right now. All right, you guys, I found a nice dirty car seat that we could clean. However, the tool, remember I was telling you how sharp it is on the front, it makes it almost unusable. Let me show you here. It's not even hooked up to the machine, but I just want you to listen. You see all the scratches it's making in the fabric? Yeah, that's not a good thing. So in reverse, it still scratches, and forwards. And I'm not applying any pressure. Let me just look. I'm just going to hold it by the hose here just to show you without any pressure. That's not a good thing. So yeah, I'm not even going to really use this one. Hopefully Mytee comes through and comes out with something a little bit better, but that's my review and the first look at the Mytee Dry. All right, so to be fair, I think it's important that I point out a few things. One is that I don't have anything against Mytee. Mytee makes some good stuff, and I've been extremely happy. Our trucks all run off of Mytee cufflinks, and, you know, we're trying out these new Mytee Cutie covers and, you know, all these kinds of things. We got heat wraps, all this other stuff from Mytee. So first of all, they do make good products. We placed this order with Steam Bright, and it was a pre-order. So we had to wait, I would say, approximately a month to get this, and we just got it today. I don't know if maybe this is what they call like a first generation product, but to me the fit and the finish just wasn't there. It feels like, you know, they put a lot of thought into the design, but when that final fit and finish came in, it wasn't right. You know, that metal shoehorn should have been recessed a little bit more, so that way you're not harming people's furniture or, you know, drapes or textiles or whatever that you decide to use it on. I mean, it's a scary situation, you know, when you can sit there and feel how sharp it is. It's, you know, not quite right. So I would definitely challenge Mytee to see what happened there and come up with a solution, because that's just not going to work. We use mostly stainless steel upholstery tools, and, you know, that's a metal horn as well. And I mean, we've had to take files and kind of, you know, make them a little bit softer than what they come from stock from the factory. But I mean, that's just horrible the way this came. So we're going to hold on to it. More than likely, we're going to end up sending it back as defective, because, I mean, that's just unusable. And I don't really see a way of fixing it. There isn't like a loose screw. It looks like it's just kind of pressed together as a unit. So me tinkering with it isn't going to help the situation any. So I think we're just going to end up returning it. So that was my first look at the Mytee tool. I'm sorry it couldn't have been a little bit better, but it's important to show it the way it is. You know, I'm not being paid by any company to give a good review. You know, none of the companies send me items for free. You know, anything like that. It's not like that at all. You know, I use my own money. I buy these things. I get them in, and, you know, if I play guinea pig and kind of try it out for the crew, that's awesome. You know, maybe to save you some money. You know, maybe you'll learn something out of these videos. So anyway, that was my first look at Mytee Dry, and have a good one. Okay, thanks.